We are building an Escrow website in this video. If this is your first time hearing something like that, don't worry, let me explain. An Escrow website acts as a trusted third party between a seller and a buyer to facilitate smooth transaction. Let me explain further with the help of a diagram because this might not make a lot of sense. This is a diagram I designed to help you understand what an Escrow website does or Escrow wallet is. So here we have a seller and we have a buyer. Let's call our buyer Mr. John and our seller Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex is selling his car and advertised it online. Our buyer, Mr. John, is interested in this car, but it's very risky to make direct payment to the seller. Here is where an escrow system comes in. So the escrow is going to be a trusted third party. Our buyer, Mr. John, will make payment to Escrow or your website, and you are going to secure these funds. Once the buyer confirms that he has received his car or his goods, now in this case, let's use car, but your website can be used for any other transaction, online transaction, whether goods and services, freelance jobs, real estate transactions, what have you, just name it. Okay, so once the buyer confirms that he has received this car, then the escrow website or the escrow will release the funds to the buyer. I hope this makes sense. So that's the same system or the kind of website we're going to be setting up in this video training. The main purpose of an escrow system is to protect both sellers and buyers, and in the process you charge for this transaction, and that's how we're going to be making money with this kind of website. If this sounds interesting, stay tuned because right now I'm going to show you a full demo of the website we'll be setting up today. We're first of all going to demo our front page. From there, I'll show you a demo of your dashboard as the website owner. Not just that, we'll also be demoing the other two dashboards, one for your sellers and the other for your buyers. Welcome to our home page or our front page. On top, we have a navigation bar with our logo. I'll show you how to replace this with your own logo. We have menus here, button they can click to create an account on your site. Beneath, we have a hero area with this heading, paragraph, this image, and then some input fields. Your buyers and sellers are going to be using this feature the most. So they'll pick one, either they are selling or they are buying. So let's say I'm buying, and then they'll pick a category. Is it real estate, construction, or whatever? I'll show you how to create these categories. In the case of our vehicle, our example here, we're going to use that. So let's say vehicle. How much are you buying this vehicle from Mr. Alex? So we are buying 2,000. So just enter that amount there and click on continue to next, and the system will ask you to create an account first before completing the transaction. I'll come back to that feature later. Let's just scroll down. Next, we have this feature talking about how secure your escrow system is. I'll show you where to edit this and this. Scroll down. We have key features. You can outline your features here with some image or illustration or screenshot. I'll show you where to find this and how to edit that or replace that. Scroll down. We have your newsletter area where people can enter their emails and join your newsletter. You can send them promotional emails. Scroll down and we have how it works. Now, buyer and seller will agree. Okay, they'll come to an agreement and submit payment to Escrow. Sellers will deliver goods and service to buyers, and then your website will release the payment to your buyers, just like what I explained here. Next, we have products and services. You can outline the category of services you sell or accept, just like what we have here, right? Construction, vehicles, services. So we'll be updating that with the products that we allow on the system, category of products that we allow. Next, your frequently asked questions. We want to answer any question your buyers or sellers might have with the help of our frequently asked questions. I'll show you how to do that. Scroll down. Testimonial area, the regions you operate, your blogging section. You can write blog content for your website, and this will help you get organic traffic through Google. Your partners, the companies you're working with, and footer area, some links with contact details and your social networks. We're going to link this to our social profiles and a button users can click and will take them directly back to the hero area of your website. And that's a quick rundown of our homepage. I'm now going to take you to your dashboard as the website owner and show you the things you need to know. So we're logging into your admins area. This is your dashboard, and this is where you're going to be managing everything. First, we have our statistics. So you see the total number of users on your site, total active users, and what have you. Total deposits. People are going to be depositing and withdrawing. After a successful transaction, the seller would withdraw his money. So this is where you see the total withdrawals. They're first of all going to request for their funds and you release. And you can find that here under withdrawals. So let's scroll down and we have total escrowed amount. So you see your total amount here. Escrowed, funded, cancelled, and disputed with some report here. Let's go to manage users, and this way you manage your users. You can go here and log into individual user account. I'll click on details and I can log into this user's account. I'll take you back and we'll go to manage categories. I'll show you how to do that. So this is where you enter all your categories. If you want people to be able, your users to be able to sell web applications, okay, so this is for freelancers, freelance web developers, okay, or app developers, vehicles. So this is where you add all your categories. Very simple. We have manage escrow. Now let's go to all, and this way you see all your escrows. You see an escrow number or ID, the buyer, the seller, amount you charged for this, and then the type. So this is a construction. Now who is paying this charge? It's going to be a split 50-50. So the seller will pay 50% to you, and then the buyer will also pay 50% to you as the charge. Okay, you can also set it in a way that only buyers will pay or will handle the charges, or only sellers will handle the charges. Let's go, and you can see it's not yet accepted. That means seller has not yet delivered this product or service. After it's delivered, then you should see it as accepted, just like this. Seller can decide to cancel if or dispute it if he did not receive his payment, and you are going to refund this money back because the money should still be sitting inside your wallet. Okay, that's why you're called escrow. So we're going to click on details to see more information about this. Now your sellers and your buyers are going to have a chatting system in their dashboards where they can chat with each other, and you're going to see that. All right, you see what is going on. Whatever they chat, you see that. So you can click on reload and you should see all their chat history, everything. That's why you're called the website admin. You're the boss. Next, we have these details. Our seller is here, buyer, amount for this transaction, how much you charge them, charge payers. So it's 50-50. Status is cancelled. Okay. Now you can see the accepted, all the accepted transactions or escrow here. Not accepted, completed, disputed. So when you go to disputed, you see all the transactions here are disputed. Let's click on one of them and you see this transaction is disputed. You can take action right now by clicking on take action, and you're going to disburse, or you are going to send this payment back to who? The buyer. Okay, and then any amount you receive from the seller, you also send it back, and we'll click on submit, and they should see that money in their dashboards and they can withdraw this money. Next up, let's go to deposits. Very simple and self-explanatory. All their pending deposits can be found here. If it's bank transfer, you have to manually approve or confirm their payment before you approve it. So I'll click on details, and I'm either going to approve or reject this payment. You can download a screenshot from this buyer as his proof of payment. So if it's a manual transaction, users are going to be uploading proof of payment, something like screenshots, so you can confirm their payment. Let's go back and you can see approved deposits, successful deposits, and what have you here. Next up, we are clicking on pending withdrawals, and your sellers are going to request for withdrawal after your buyers confirm that they have received their products or services. Now we go to details, click on that, and you should see the withdrawal details. So this is their transaction number, the username, Withdrawal method is bank transfer. Their withdrawal information, account number here, and then you click on approve after you send this money to the seller. I hope it's clear. After that, remember to click on approve. Okay. Next, we have support tickets. Users who have questions or issues should be contacting you via your support system, and this is where you see their tickets, and then you can respond to these users by simply entering your response here and click on reply. You can add attachment. You can close this ticket. That means maybe you have resolved the issue, so you simply click on close. Next, we have settings. I'll come back to this after we set up our website, because this is the vital part of your website. This is where you're going to be setting up things like your charge settings, and that's where you'll be charging your users for using your system. We also have KYC area, and that's know your customers or know your clients. You want your users to verify their identity before operating on your site. We'll return to this page after we set up the site. So I'm now going to take you to the other dashboards and show you what you need to know. Users are first of all going to create an account by clicking on join now, and they'll be taken to a page like this. They'll enter their details, accept that they're not robots, and register an account on your site. After that, they'll click here to log in. Now take note, both users should be on the same platform. Your sellers and your buyers should be on this platform before this transaction can occur. I have logged in successfully to my dashboard as a seller. Now, before we continue, let me make this correction. It's the same account for sellers and buyers, all right? Because they all have the options to withdraw or deposit. You see that? It all depends on the individual intentions. So now, let's say I want to deposit money to this system. That means I'm a buyer. And if I'm withdrawing, that means I'm a seller. Now, welcome to your dashboard. On top, we have this big warning, KYC verification required. It's important your users verify their identity before completing or performing any tasks on your site. So they'll click on this link to verify or upload their ID cards. I'll show you how to do that. National identity. So they'll pick their agenda, their card number, full name, and verify. This is where users are going to be depositing. And we have a ton of payment gateways that they can deposit with. You can even enable manual payment gateways. To enter an amount and make deposit. Now that we are logged in, let's go to our home page, and we can now use this input fields. So I'm buying. Let's pick our vehicle. How much? So we enter something like 1,000 and click on next, because we are now logged in. Enter your seller's email. Again, your seller and your buyer have to be on the same platform before this can work. So after they enter this seller's email, enter the title of the product they are buying. So we'll enter the name of the vehicle that we are buying, which is here. This. So they'll enter the product title. How much is here? And the charge. So who's going to pay the charge? Because you are going to be charging them some fee. Maybe I'll pick seller. So seller will handle that. I can also pick 50-50 so that I'll pay half of this, and the seller will also pay half of this. So it's going to be a mutual agreement between the seller and the buyer before this before they can choose this option. After that, details about the transaction, and then click on next. Now your system is going to send email notification to this seller about this transaction. So after the seller delivers this product to your buyer and the buyer confirms that he has received payment, then you release the funds to this seller. Right now I'm only showing you a demo, but after I set up the site, I will show you how that is done. Okay, I will show you, but now I'm only showing you the features And we have withdrawal, and this is where they can withdraw their funds. Transactions, you can see all our history or our transaction log. And we have all escrow here. The escrow number, title, buyer, amount, category, charge, and everything is here. So your users are going to see all these details, and they can chat with each other with the help of this feature. I'll show you how that is done as well. That was a quick demo of our website. Now let me show you the things you need to set up a site like that. After that, I'll now show you step by step how to do some of these things. Here are the things we need to build a website like what I just showed you. First, we need a domain name, and that's the address of your website. Users are going to type this on browsers to get access to your website. We also need online storage, a special storage called web hosting, and that's where we're going to store our website files. We also need a form of programming language, PHP, JavaScript, Python, but learning these languages take a while. Because of that, developers understood this and they have come up with pre-programmed softwares or applications that you can just buy and upload to your host to get your website up and running in no time. So if you are ready to acquire your domain name and hosting, in the description of this video you see a link that says get hosting here. When you click on that link, it's going to take you to a page like this. This is makigohost.com. We'll be using this hosting provider in this video. Please hover here and click on Shared Hosting cPanel. Click on Get Started Now, and here are Makigohost hosting packages. We have Go Basic, Standard, and Go Unlimited. Because you're getting started, we want to buy the basic package, and these are the features it offers. 20 gig SSD storage. 20 gig is okay for your application. Scroll down and we're going to click on Order Now. Here we're going to pick a billing cycle. I recommend you to go with the 1 year plan, 1 year cycle, because it's going to save you 8%. If you want Makigohost to integrate Google Analytics on your site for you, and this will help you track website traffic, where your visitors are coming from, then you can enable this. If you want Makigohost to put your website on Google, enable this and click on Continue. On this page, we enter our website name. So click and type something like, and so enter your unique website name. Okay, so this is my website name, my escrowtoday.com. You pick your tld.com, .net, .org. I'm going to go with, I'll be going with the .com, and click on Continue. Congrats, this domain is available for registration. I'll click on Add to Cart. If you want to hide your identity, okay, enable this and click on Continue. Here, click Apply Coupon and enter Sale 30 and click on Submit. And you'll be saving 20%. So you'll now be paying 41 for an entire year. Enter your details. Accept that you're not a robot. And then pick this payment gateway. Agree to your terms and conditions and click on Place Order and Create Account. So I'm going to place order and get to you on the other side. I have successfully created my hosting account and I have my account status as active with 2 packages. With my package here as Go Basic, with my domain name here. I've actually switched a hosting account because I already have an existing hosting account with Makigohost. They're going to send you your hosting or your cPanel login details. But before that, I want you to open your domain name, right? And you should see something like this. index off. It means your hosting account and domain name are now ready. We want to log in to our cPanel. Copy the details your hosting provider sent to you. We are pasting it here. Username. Now password. And click on login. We are redirected to our hosting control panel, that's cPanel. I want you to scroll down to File Manager. Click on File Manager. Scroll down to public_HTML and open that. So this is where we'll be uploading our website files. If you have reached this part of the training, congrats, because you now have domain name and web hosting. The last piece to it is our PHP scripts. In the description of this video, you see a link that says get script here. When you click on that link, it's going to take you to a page just like this. This is the script we'll be buying, or this is the software we'll be buying, and it's a one-time purchase. Buy it and download it. After that, I'll show you how to upload it to your web server. So I'm going to add the script to cart, download it, and show you how to upload it to your web server. All right, guys, I've successfully downloaded my script. I'm going to right click and extract. Extracted successfully. Open our folder and go to files. All right, open it, and these are what we'll be uploading to our web server. But before that, let's come back and we're going to compress, and we'll put the Escrow create. Successfully compressed. I'll now take you to my file manager. Make sure you're inside public_HTML. Click on upload and click on select. Navigate to where you have your script files. Open, and we're selecting our zipped file and select. Let's wait patiently for this file to get uploaded. But while we wait, let's go to our cPanel and create a database for our script, because our application would need database to function. So click here and type data and click on MySQL databases. On this page, click here and type your database name. So I'll put something like Escrow DB and click on create database. Our database is created. Go back, scroll down. Here, type Escrow user. Let's generate a password for this user. So I'll click on password generator, copy this password, confirm that you have copied it, click on use password. Make sure you paste this password in a safe place, because we'll need it during installation of our software. I'll return to this page and click on create user. Our user is created. Let's go back. Scroll to the bottom. Let's pick our newly created user, and we assign that to a database, which is the one we get created, and click on add. Allow all privileges and click on make changes. Scroll back to the top, and we'll need these details during the installation of our software. Now let's return to our upload page, and our script is successfully uploaded. Click on this link to go back. Perfect. Next, we're going to extract this file. So click, right click, and extract. Extract. Successfully extracted. Close. And we're going to open this. Double click. Select everything and click on move. Let's delete this part and click on move. Click here to go up one level, and here you have your files. I want you to type your website name and hit enter. We have an error here. This means our PHP version in cPanel is below 8.3. So the way we solve that is, let's go back, and I want you to click here inside the search box, type select and click on select PHP version. Let's select 8.3. We'll scroll down and pick 8.3 and click on apply. Now let's go back to that error page, reload this page, and our error is gone. Scroll down and click on I agree. Next step. Here are file permissions we have to allow or assign to our folders. The way we do that is return to cPanel, reload this page, navigate to public_HTML. Let's locate our files. So our folders. We have core, bootstrap, cache, and we're giving it 775 permission. Core, bootstrap, cache, click and give it 775 permission. Next, core storage, we're giving it 775 permission. So go back, core storage, we're giving it 775 permission. Next, core storage app, so navigate inside our storage and we're assigning 775 to app. So core storage app 775 permission is assigned. Save. Next, core storage framework, so framework 775 and logs 775. Logs 775. Click on save. Now let's go back, recheck, and we've successfully bypassed that error. So we've met all requirements. Now click on next step and we're going to enter our database details here. Remember that password I asked you to paste somewhere safe? We need this password here. So paste your database password here. Database host, put local host there. So we put local host. Database name, which is here. So we copy from here to here, come back, and we're pasting it here. Database user, copy the first one, we're pasting it here. Admin credentials, these are the details you need to log in to your administrative area as the website owner. But before that, let's create an email for this user. So the way we do that is, let's go back to cPanel, click here and put email. Click on email accounts and we're going to create an email. If you have not yet created your email, go ahead and create an email. I'm going to use this email. Feel free to use whichever email you want, but I want to use my business email. So I'll enter that here. Username, I'll put admin 2025. Enter something complex. After that, click on install now. Your software is successfully installed. Let's attend to this warning. It's important we delete our install folder. So we return to our cPanel and go to file manager. Go to public_HTML And we are deleting the following folders: this, and your zipped file. Now click here and delete. Let's go back. Click on this link to activate. You will be asked to enter your license or your purchase key. Make sure you enter that before using your website. Okay, so I'm now going to log in. I'll put /admin, hit enter, and I'll enter my username and password. This is my username, password, login. Success. I've successfully logged in to my dashboard for the first time. The first and most important step is to create our categories. Let me take you to our homepage. Users will click select one, and you see right now you don't have category. So we'll go back and click on manage category. And here we are now going to list the things that users can do, or your services. So I'll click here and put something like real estate. Click on submit. Click again, web development, submit. And finally click construction, submit. And that's enough. So when we go back, reload, you should now have these options. Let's go back to our dashboard and navigate to settings and click on general settings. Here, let's enter our site title. So something like solo escrow. Also enter your website title. Pick your time zone, your default currency, your site base color. Right now my site base color is green, so this way you change that. Play around with this. Secondary color, change it and click on submit. Click on settings again and go to logo and favicon. Design a logo for your site and upload it here with a favicon, and favicon is this, right? These icons. So replace these things and click on submit. I'm not going to do that. Go to system configurations, enable SSL and force secure password. Also enable email verification. This way users will be asked to verify their emails. Scroll down and click on submit. Settings again and go to notification settings. This is where we'll be doing our SMTP and email templates. Let's create an email for our SMTP. Click on settings and type emails. Click on email account. Click on create. And we're creating our email. So enter the ID. So support at your website name.com. Enter password. Please, let's copy this password and save it somewhere, because I'll come back to this password when we get to the SMTP part. Now click on create. Let's copy that email ID. Come here, scroll down, and you see this email sent from email. Remove it and put that email there. Now let's edit this template. Okay, it's an HTML template. Scroll down. Okay, this email body, scroll down, and I want to show you, but before that, copy this text. Okay, just copy it, click inside here and hold down Ctrl F and paste that copied text here. So it will take you to this part. We want to remove that. Okay, you can remove it and put your website name, but I want to remove it entirely. Okay, now let's change this logo. I assume you've uploaded your logo and now your logo is here, and I assume this is your logo. So right click on it and click on copy image address. Now scroll down this part. Okay, so remove this to here. All right, so we're removing that. You see that our image is gone and we are replacing it with your image. that link, you copy it, paste it, and your logo should appear like this. Okay, part of the logo is not clear because of this white background, this white text, that's why. But I hope the idea is simple now. Okay, after that, just click on what? Submit. After saving our changes, go to email settings, and here we'll be setting up SMTP. So I'll click here and pick SMTP. This is what will allow our website to send out emails. Without this, our site can never send out emails. So please remember that password I asked you to paste here, that email password. Remember, we'll need it, so we're pasting that here. Host, just come here and click on connect devices, scroll down, copy this username, come back, and we're pasting it here as username. Host, want to copy this, return, and we paste it here. Port, we copy this port and we paste it here. After that, scroll down and click on submit. Successfully submitted. We can now send test email to ourselves. I'll enter my email and click on submit, and you should see this success message. When you open your email, you see this message there. Next, let's click on system settings and click on payment gateways. This is what will allow us accept payment on our website. Scroll down and we have a bunch of payment gateways here, a lot. The one I want to enable is PayPal. It's already enabled. Make sure you disable all those you don't want on your site by clicking on it and disabling. So do that for the rest of them, but I'm going to enable PayPal. It's already enabled. Click on edit. After that, enter your PayPal email here. I'm going to enter this test email, but it's not a valid PayPal email. Okay, I've not set it up with PayPal, so I enter this email and click on submit. Next, let's create a currency. Click here and pick USD and click on add. Now we'll enter a minimum amount and maximum amount. Charge. Do you want to charge gateway fee? If yes, then you can enter some values here. Currency. Rate. That means you can have multiple currency on this side. So 1 USD is equals to 1 USD. Click on submit. But before that, we'll just copy this and submit. And now our PayPal or payment gateway is enabled. Let me show you how to enable other payment methods, something like Flutterwave. So I'll click on payment gateways, scroll down, and you should see your payment gateway. I'm choosing Flutterwave, so click on edit, enter your Flutterwave public key, secret key, and encryption key. After that, pick your currency. So I'll pick maybe USD. Add, minimum, maximum, charge, Submit. Let's go to manual gateways, and I'll show you how to add a manual gateway like Momo. So I'll click on add. To add Momo as a payment gateway, let's upload our gateway image. So I'll click here and pick my image. I downloaded this from Google. Now gateway name, click and type mobile money. Currency, Ghana cedis. 1 USD is to 16 cedis. Minimum amount is going to be 1. Maximum amount. Your charges. Percentage. Feel free to enter any amount you want here. Now, instruction. It's important you tell them how they are paying you. Okay. So if it's bank transfer, the same thing. You enter your bank. You upload your bank logo. Enter here bank transfer, and then currency, the rate, minimum, percentage. Now here you put your instruction. Send payment to this Momo number. I hope the idea is simple. Momo number, Momo name. So the Momo number is 024. This is a random number. The name is also a random name. This is the name you will see when they are making payment. And then thanks. So if it's bank transfer, do the same thing. Enter bank name, account number, and then click here and then pick file. Click here and make it a required field. Here type proof of payment. The extensions you want it to be, you want users to be able to upload any of these extensions. I don't want PDFs. Sorry. So file, required, label, proof of payment, and they will be asked to upload their proof of payment. After that, with instruction, if any, so you can put any instruction. So let's put something like upload your proof of payment and click on what? Add. After that, click on submit, and this manual payment gateway is added. Now when we go to settings, payment gateway, manual, we now have Momo as a manual payment gateway. Let's proceed with other configurations. So we go to system settings and click on withdrawal method. You want to set up withdrawal channels that way users can request for withdrawal or can get their money. So the way we do that is click on add new, and we can upload or can enable mobile money. That way users can request for their money via mobile money. So again, just like the way we set up our payment, our mobile money as payment gateway, I'll pick my logo, enter something like mobile money, currency, Ghana cedis, your rate, minimum they can request for withdrawal is, you put, and maximum you put, charges. Okay, so if you want to charge for this withdrawal, you can do that. Maybe $1 fixed fee and 1% fixed fee. Now withdrawal instruction, put something like provide us with your mobile money details. I'm down, put any whatever instruction you want here. After that, click on add new here And this time we want to put something like text fields. So required, and here put mobile money name. Okay, so number, let's see, number. So number, instruction, your mobile money number. Okay, your Momo number. Click on add. Next, Momo name. So click and pick what? Text. Required, so name or Momo name. Instruction, your Momo name. So put your Momo name, add. Now come down and click on submit. And our gateway is added successfully. Click on system settings, go to withdrawal methods, and it's here with our charges, withdrawal limits, and it's enabled now. You can add bank transfer with whichever Payoneer, PayPal, whichever payment method you want. Just be creative and come out with that. Next up, click on system settings, come down, and we go to search engine optimization, configurations, go to Canva and design search engine optimization image for your website. Now this is important because when people share your website on social networks, this image is going to appear. Let me show you. I want to share this link, which is for Makio host. You see that there's an image that appears here. So that's the exact thing we want to achieve with our site. Design something like this and put here. That way, anytime people share, that is going to appear. Now we have social title. So there's a title here, and there's a description there. Okay, so enter the title and description. Metadata. Remove all these things and enter your own keywords. After that, submit. Now let's go back. So this is very simple. Next, let's go to manage front end. Click on manage front end, and this is what we'll be using to control the appearance of our website. Okay, come here and click on banner section. You see this image is here. So if you want to replace it, this is the area you do that. Go back. And this text, right? I forgot. Scroll down and you see the text is here. So go back. Scroll down. This area is a brief about your website. So come here, about section, enter your text, come down, remove all these things and put your own text there. It's very simple to edit your text. Just click on edit and you can edit it with your icons. So go back and scroll down. This part, which is your features. So come, go back, features here, replace everything here. Go back, scroll down, your newsletter. Go back, click here. This is your newsletter. You can change that text. Subscribe to us. Subscribe to us. How it works. Go back. How it works. Click on it. Replace this. Scroll down. Products and services. Go back. Services. Edit everything. Okay, so click on edit. Change everything. You can remove this icon. Remove. Click here and pick an icon. After that, save changes. Let's go back. Next, We have frequently asked questions. Come here. You can remove this and put your own image. Scroll down, delete all these things and add your own questions on top here. I assume you're done with that. Testimonial. Come back, look for testimonial here. Replace this, delete all this and add your own testimonial. Upload an image for your user or your client, name, location, his review, and click on submit. But make sure you delete all these before. Let's go back. Next, scroll down and we have your coverage. So come here and click on coverage. You can go to Canva and design a map. Upload that here. Replace this text and submit. Scroll. Your blogging area and your partners. So blogging area here. Everything. Make sure you edit everything here. But make sure after you create your blog, edit the search engine optimization part for your blogs to rank on Google. So enter a meta keyword, meta description, social title, and social description. Now your social title and social description will appear when users share them on or share your blog on social networks like Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram. After that, make sure to submit. Go back, click on add new, and this is how you add new blog. Upload an image, title, Slack, and description. After that, submit. Next is your partners. So go to partners, just here. Delete all these and put your partners logos here. And finally, we have footer. Footer, your footer text here, which you can find here. Social icons. Go back. Social icons. Click, edit this, put your social link. That's your Instagram profile here. Do that for the rest of them. Address. Click on contact page. Scroll down and enter your address. Now this will appear here as well. KYC. This is the text. Users will see this on their dashboards, and then when it's pending, they will see this, and when you rejected it, they will see this. So click on submit after you edit it, or just leave it as it is. Go to breadcrumb. Now this image appears on every page. Let me go to about us and show you. And you see in the background we have this banner with some dots there. When you go to contact, you see the same thing. Whichever page you go, you're going to see the same thing. So that thing is called breadcrumb. Upload your own breadcrumb or you leave it. Click here and enter your policy, your short cookie policy here and here. Maintenance. When your site is on maintenance, what information do you want them to see? Enter that here and here and here. Upload your logo and submit. Registration and login page. Update this. Okay. Now go to your policy page and then your company rules, payment policy, terms and conditions, privacy and policy. This is where you see all those pages. Update them. Don't forget to update the search engine optimization for these pages. After that, save changes and we are done. Just go to manage pages, and here we can update our search engine optimization settings for our homepage, blogging area, contact form, and about us. Do that. You can even add additional pages here. Another most vital part is our charge settings. We want to charge users for using our system. All right, so Escrow charges. Enter a charge cap. So how much are you charging? $100. Fixed charge 2 if the amount does not match any range. So you enter an amount. If this does not match any range, you enter a percentage if the amount does not match any range. Now we're going to set a range. We want users who will be transacting between $1 to $100 to pay how much? Maybe $5 fixed fee and 2%. Click on submit. Next, so we are now creating our ranges. So this one is from $1 to 100. Let's proceed. I'll click here and put from 101 to 500. So you're charging how much? The first one was $5, so now maybe $10. Percentage, the first one was 2, but this time can be at 3%. Click on submit. So you have to be creative and come out with these ranges. All right, so do that for your site. So this fixed charge only becomes necessary when users are transacting outside your ranges. We did not put 500, so any transaction that goes beyond this, it's now outside our range. Then we want to put some charge here, maybe 100 or 103. Okay, and update. So this is for transactions that do not match any range. Right, I hope it's clear. Very important. Add your charges. Let's go back. KYC settings, very necessary. Now you can delete all these things and add your own KYC. Well, let me show you. I'll click on the first one. So this one is going to be what? Text required, full name. Let's delete it. Okay, let's just delete everything. So I'll delete everything, and I'm going to create my own form. So I'll add new, click here and put text. We want users to enter their full name, so let's put full name. It's a required field, and you put here, enter your full name and click on add. After that, we want users to upload their ID card. So click here and here, required ID card. So in Ghana, we have a card called Ghana card. So I'll put something like Ghana card, but in your case, you can put ID card or maybe passport, whatever. Put the extensions. One, they've uploaded file to be in these formats, one of these. Pick 100%, upload your ID card, and then click on add. And I think I'm okay. Now I'll click on submit. Now users have the options to enter their name and upload an ID card. Just play around with this. Okay, play with that feature the way you want, but make sure you're doing the right thing. You can rearrange this, maybe ID card first before name. So we're done with that. Let's go back. Social logins, forget. Language, forget. Extensions, click. Now, if you don't want bots to interact with your site, we're enabling Google reCAPTCHA. So make sure you enable it and then click on configure, enter your site key and secret key, and click on submit. I have a video on my channel showing you how to do this. I'll link it in the description of this video. All right, I'll click on submit after I enter my keys, and Google reCAPTCHA will be enabled. You can even integrate Google Analytics on your website by enabling this and clicking here. Make sure you put your measurement ID number or ID here, and click on submit. I assume you are done with that. Come down, your policy pages, enter them, and the rest are not all that necessary. Just click on sitemap. We're going to generate our sitemap. Okay, sitemap code for this our website. Just go to Google and type free sitemap generator. Sitemap generator. Copy your website URL. Copy. Open this first link. We are pasting our site URL here, and then we click on start. When it's complete, click on view site details, and then click on view full XML sitemap. We're going to copy our sitemap code, so we'll copy this up to here, copy, and we return to our dashboard, and we're pasting it here. After that, go down and click on submit. All right, guys, our site is complete now. Let me now show you the overflow, how you, the website admin, is going to manage everything, how users are going to sign up, and the whole process. So here I'm logged in as website admin. You are the one here. This part I'll log in as a seller, and I also log in here as a buyer. But first we have to create an account on the site. So I'll click join. Let's register our user. So right now I'm creating an account as a buyer. Okay, so we have buyer password. Now your terms and conditions, is important you set them up because your users are going to see that here. Now I'll click on register. Username, I'll put buyer. So your users are asked to enter a username. I'll put the buyer. So I've entered some random data and click on submit. The site is asking us to verify our email. So this email does not exist. I'll bypass it by going to here and click on not that, on verify users, and go to email unverified. Click here, and I'm going to verify this user. I'll come down and click on verified. So the unverified, we're changing to verified. Click on what? Submit. So our buyer, let's now go back and reload this page. Our buyer is successfully verified. Okay, but they have to do that via their email. Okay, they'll get an email to verify their account. Now we have to verify our account with an identity card. So I'll click on verify now. Full name, I hope you can remember. So I'll click Solomon. My card, or enter my card. Submit. Now KYC data successfully submitted. Your KYC is being reviewed. You might need some information. So this is the information they'll see after they submit. Now let's go back to your site, and after they submit their KYC, this is where you verify that. So go to KYC pending, KYC data, and you can download what they attached or their identity cards, and you see we can view it. After that, you approve or reject. So I'm going to approve. So approve. Successfully approved. Now let's go back to your dashboard. Now when you go to the KYC pending, we no longer have pending KYC. Now go to active, and this buyer is here, active. Now let's go to the buyer's dashboard and reload. And you see they no longer have that notice to verify their account. Now let me create an account as a seller. So I'll take you here, and the same process, I'll click here and I'll enter the details for this seller. All right, so Mr. Seller at password. This is a password I want to use throughout, and click on register. So this is a seller. Excellent. Click and put seller 1 details and click on submit. Let's verify this email, but this email does not exist yet. So the way we proceed is we go back to your dashboard and manually verify this user. So I'll reload this page and go to email unverified, and we are going to manually verify this user. So I'll click on details, come down, and I'll verify this user. Click on submit. Now to shorten the process, let me just verify his KYC manually. So I'll just verify that. Excellent. Now let me create this email ID. Okay, so it's important I create it. Click on create and put seller at email and click on create. Okay, they'll be entering their own emails. All right, but because this is a training, I want to show you with these emails that I have here. Okay, so this user can now receive emails because we have an inbox here that we can open to see what is going on. Let me reload this page and our seller is up and running. Let's sell or list an escrow. So sellers will come here, new escrow, and I'm selling. So they'll click. What is it that you're selling? Okay, maybe web development services. How much? 1,000. And I'll click on continue to next. Next, buyer's email. So your seller will enter the buyer's email. All right, I forgot to create the buyer's email. Let me also put buyer's email here. That's why I said both users must be on the same platform. I'll put here and put buyer, and click on create. We'll copy this email for our buyer because sellers will have to enter buyer's email. Title, web application. The amount is already there. Now the charge. Remember, we enter a charge, so it's here. Who is going to pay this charge? For this charge, 50-50. So buyer will pay $50 and then seller also pay $50. Details. This is our contract. Our contract. Click on next. So sellers will click on next. Escrow created and invitation link sent successfully. Your buyers can also do that and send invitation to sellers. Okay, so this is the what? The buyer. Buyer should now receive email about this invitation. So we open this and this is the invitation. You are invited to join with Escrow. Buyers will open it and see details about this invitation. If they have not yet registered on your platform, they have to register first. Buyer will click on this link to either register or log in, and the email is already here for us to create our account, but we already have an account, so I simply log in. I have logged in and now I have one total escrow with one not yet accepted. I'll click on all escrow. Take note, this is your buyer's dashboard. Okay, so your seller created an escrow and invited the buyer. Okay, anyone can invite the other. Okay, so your buyer will click on view details, scroll down and see more information about this. Now let's chat. So I'll put hi, I am a buyer. Send message. Hi, I am a buyer. So go to sellers dashboard, reload. Let's view. And you see, hi, I am a buyer. Oh, thanks. Thanks. I'm a seller. Click here. And we'll go to the buyer, reload. Oh, thanks. I'm a seller. You see that? So the buyer will accept. Are you sure to accept this escrow? Yes. So they'll come to agreement and accept, and then the payment will be split. Okay. So they're going to pay 50-50 of the charge. So after they click, the buyer or the seller clicks on accept. Escrow accepted successfully. Accepted. And you're going to see all of that inside your dashboard. Come here. Accepted. But money has not yet been deposited by the buyer. So the buyer will now make the deposit. Okay. So this is the buyer. Hi, I'm a buyer. So he's not going to make deposit. I'll click on deposit now and make deposit of whichever amount that we agreed. Then we'll come here and see. So this is the amount, 1,000. Now buyer can make payment on installment. So installment, that's the milestone. We'll click and we're going to pay, maybe we're going to pay 50% upfront. So 50% upfront, and that's the milestone. So 50% upfront. And then how much are you going to pay? Maybe right now 50. Let's just put 50 there right now. For now, maybe I'll put 50 and click on submit. Milestone created, unfunded. So I'm not going to pay as a what? Buyer. Click on submit. I have to pick payment gateway before because I don't have funds in my wallet. So I'll click on direct payment and click on submit. Pick a payment gateway. So I'm going to pay with mobile money. These are the gateways that we configured. Click on confirm deposit, and this is the charge. So you're requesting this to deposit. Please pay this in Ghana cedis for successful payment. Now payment will be sent to this number, and this is your number as the what? Website owner. So you are going to keep this money. After the transaction is or the job is done, you release the fund to the what? The seller. I've uploaded a proof of payment. Now I'll click on pay now. Now this payment is still what? Pending. So buyers will have to make real payment for this to work. Okay. So you, the website owner, will receive notice about this. Click here and deposit request. Click here. Make sure you receive payment from them before. So deposit via mobile money. Username is here. Method is mobile money. Charge is here. After charge is here. So this is after charge and how much you are supposed to receive. So I'll download my proof of payment, and when I'm okay, then I'll click on approve. Approve. Excellent. So come here. Now you, the seller, will see the amount paid, okay, already, which is here, and the rest amount is here. Go to see milestones, is here, 50% upfront and funded to the escrow system. We'll complete the rest. So I assume buyer wants to complete the rest of the payment. So we go to here, all escrow. Click, create another milestone, and we are now going to pay the rest. So I'll click here, the other 50%. Submit. Milestone created. Pay. Direct. Submit. Deposit. Proof of payment. Pay. Confirm this payment as the website owner. And these are our emails coming in. Okay. So we're going to confirm this payment or this deposit, which is here. Details, proof of payment, approve. Now let's go to seller's dashboard. And the rest of the payment is funded. Now, user can request for these funds, but first let's go to dashboard, come down, and this is the total escrow with 0 balance. Now, you, the website owner, will see their conversation. So this is the rest amount remaining, 0. That means this user has completed his payment. Everything is looking good. Okay, you can reload here to see updates. Now, before users can request for their funds, the escrow must be completed. Right now, the escrow is still running, so I'll click on view all, and you see seller's balance is still 0. So buyer has to dispatch this payment after they come to agreement, okay, that the contract is successful and is over. So I'll take you to this, the buyer. So I'm happy with the transaction or with this contract. Now scroll down and click on dispatch payment. Are you sure you want to dispatch this escrow? Yes. So payment dispatched successfully. Now sellers should see it in their dashboard. And now we have 950 USD there because this amount is deducted as a charge. All right, escrow completed, and buyers also see this as completed. After everything is over, seller can now request for a withdrawal. So I'll click on withdraw now, come down, enter an amount, maybe 900. Click on confirm withdrawal. Provide us with your mobile money details because we'll be sending this money to your mobile money number. So they'll enter their number here and name. So it's going to be Solomon. That's the name they will see when they're sending this money, and click on submit. Good. And this will be their withdrawal charge. If you want, you can disable all these charges. Okay. Now we go back, and in our dashboard, reload as the website admin, and you should see withdrawal request, which is here, withdrawal, and then withdrawal, mobile money is here. So click on it. You can also click on these details. So this is their number and name. After you send this payment, click on approve. We have sent your payment. Here is proof or something like that. Just put anything there and click on submit. Good. So now let's go back here. Click on dashboard. Come down, and this is now the balance left on users dashboard. So that's it, guys. That's a complete training on how you can build an escrow system just like what I showed you. This system is powerful. This is the best time to get started. Thank you very much for watching. Hoping to catch you in my next video. Take care.